Hey guys, what is up? Zypra here and welcome back to a brand new video. Today's video is going to be my kind of first impressions really of Feral Druids and Legion. So guys, so far I feel like the damage for Feral Druids is actually really quite good at the moment. Especially having a little look, I can see that the cleave damage seems to be doing really quite well at the moment. And I guess bleeds maybe had a bit of a buff, but we just seem to be able to do a ton of damage with bleeds right now. So you bleed a couple of targets, train the healer maybe as jungle or kitty cleave, and you can basically just do a ton of damage to their whole team, and they just slowly start to die really. So the damage is looking really quite nice, and I do quite enjoy being able to cleave quite a bit of damage. That's fun for me. I'm really enjoying that. I feel like the survivability could be a little bit better though. We have two walls which fine reduces the damage that we take, and it really does reduce the damage that we take. It's really quite good. But the only problem is we can't use it while we're in a stun. So if we're in freeze, for example, we've got a healer, he's in CC, the warrior's just pummeling out some damage, we get put into a stun, we've got no wall, we're not going to receive any heals, we can't heal ourselves, we're going to start to take a ton of damage. That might even be the point where they can kind of kill us in that game. So it's really quite a big problem with us not being able to use any kind of defenses while in stuns. In that kind of scenario we'd need to really rely on the warrior to try and stun them or reduce the damage that they're going to deal to us, or else we're just going to die in that one stun. So unfortunately survivability is a little bit questionable as a Feral Druid right now, but nothing that can't be changed, and hopefully we'll get a bit more survivability later on in Legion. Now for CC, the loss of Cyclone is quite a big deal. Resto and Balanced Druids have it as an honor talent, and unfortunately Ferals don't, which means we're basically only going to be able to use stuns. So if we're playing in a comp like Kitty Cleave, we're basically just going to have to put bleed onto the DPS, and then basically just train the healer and, you know, kick all the heals that we can, force out defensives, and that's just basically all we're really going to be able to do as Kitty Cleave in this expansion so far, because we've got stuns, the warrior's got stuns. It's not looking too good CC wise on that side of things, but if you play with maybe a priest you'd be able to get like a fear, which is an extra bit of CC, but it's still maybe not going to be enough, which is where it's really nice we get the cleave damage. Now one thing I forgot to say a bit earlier was that I'm not full geared yet. I still have, well, I only have a few pieces of the honor PvP gear, so it's not really a good estimation so far of how Feral Druids really are, as I'm not full geared yet. This is kind of just a first impressions, but as I'm thinking so far, we're going to be basically a cleave class, and most of our comps will probably be training the healer in arena, which is fine. It will force the defensives, it will do what it needs to do in theory, but I will hopefully get a full feral guide out once I've played it a little bit more, once I'm a bit more geared and stuff, and I'll try and do an in-depth guide for Feral Druids and all that kind of thing, so that we can see really kind of where they're at in Legion. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos from me, please hit that subscribe button as well. And as always, any feedback in the comments section would be greatly appreciated, so I can improve my videos for the future. Now, thank you so much for watching guys, take care, and bye for now.